Well, everybody, well, boy, I'll tell you what. I have had this cough for quite a while now, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe. Anyway, the this is going to be a mashup. Angelina and Elvis singing "Welcome to My World." I may, well, I don't know what I'm going to do till I get in there, okay? But anyway, just want to let you know what's going on. So what I've been doing with the mashups with Angelina and Elvis, part of it's out of respect for the artist. Part of it's because it doesn't work, and that's a big part of it. But what I've been doing is like Angelina starts ladies first, small segment at the beginning of the song, then Elvis does the same segment, Angelina does the next segment, and Elvis, and so on and so on. Okay, if it works out, I'll probably take a part somewhere, not sure where at this point, and try to overlay their voices and match them in basically sound level, so you can hear both of them in there, and you can really look at it to see um, what makes each artist a little bit unique. Okay, and it's not a contest, but I have heard a lot of people ask and comment about. It seems like Angelina sings in the same key as Elvis. Seems like Angelina has the same tone as Elvis. Well, here's how you find out. You lay them on top. You lay the one on top of the other and see where the differences are. And it's easy to tell when you do that. Easier to tell. So we're gonna go get right into it. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time with yakety yakking, and let's have at it. Okay. Thanks for. By the way, thanks for coming to the channel and watching, guys. Let's get busy.
Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then.
Thank you. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world. Built with you in mind. Knock and the door shall be open. See and you'll find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Thank you very much.
Excuse me. Oh, hope that goes away soon. Anyway, yeah, so there you got Angelina and Elvis singing Welcome to My World. And here's my conclusion. I left the whole, probably at least half, probably more than half of the video overlapped because they kind of fit together pretty nice. They're not exactly the same, but nor would, I don't think we should expect them to be, right? But it's close enough that you can hear both voices clearly, even when they're overlapped. And yeah, Remember Angelina's not. I don't know how old she is in this video. Maybe, boy, I hate to guess. 11, 12, maybe 13. I don't know. I should know, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not. In case you haven't guessed by now, I'm not real good on the details. Okay. I usually rely on the video to provide the details, and oftentimes they don't provide hardly anything. And I should know that by now, and I probably should do research and all that, but I don't. Um, Part of that is because I'm lazy, and part of it's because I just want to get to the videos and do those. That's what I like to do, I guess. So hey, whatever. I'm just trying to put out some videos that may be interesting and you guys might like. I just That's what it is. And if the details are that important, there's other people out there I'm sure that have them. I have quite a few commenters that leave me all the details you could ever want. Actually, I got one or two that are absolutely spot on every time they leave me details. So actually, two for sure. There's a third one that's been reasonably accurate. Okay, far above my knowledge, and I think they get their knowledge by knowing stuff and piecing stuff together that they know and filling in the blanks reasonably. And that's like almost forensics, right? So when you listen to this, well, first of all, there's a certain melancholy to it because Elvis is gone, been gone for a long time, 47 years, and uh, whenever you try and you do something, you play something that somebody did once and they were live, um, then you play it. There's a little bit of sadness there that they're gone. At least there is for me. And even if they died under weird or unusual circumstances or whatever the case might be, it's still they're not here with us anymore. And it's a loss on some level. It's a loss. Just as a human being, it's a loss for them being a human being. And you take Angelina, and now she's just at the start of her professional adult career. She turned 18, off to the races, right? She's having the two concerts on the 29th of February. Hope you all got your ticket if you can make it. Love to meet you there and talk to you and shake your hand, maybe give you a hug, talk with you for a little while. Um, it's I just gotta say it. I'm not getting paid to sell Angelina tickets or anything like that. If you could get to that concert and you don't go, you're missing on something that's really you would never forget. Just from my experience in Portland. And what it is it doesn't really matter where she is. It doesn't really necessarily matter what song she has. Maybe it doesn't even matter what kind of backup singers or musicians or whatever she might have. Maybe all that doesn't matter too much. It's Angelina herself. She is the genuine article. Everything else kind of blossoms off of that main body of the plant, right? She's she provides the impetus for everything else to thrive. That's my opinion, okay? And I only say that because of my experience. My experience is she made my life better in so many ways, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, um, because she opened my eyes to something I already knew, but I had maybe forgotten or hadn't paid attention to for a long time. And I say maybe I knew because I don't know if I knew it in the way that Angelina was able to present it to me. I end all my comments with love and kindness, and I mean I do that for a couple of reasons. It's Angelina's message. That's the primary reason. The secondary reason is it reminds me every single time I answer a comment that I need to try to be more loving and more kind to pretty much everybody. Am I now? I have good good days and bad days, good moments and bad moments. I try. I try to. My main tool right now is to not immediately react or respond. Wait. Some people would say count to 10. 10 might not be long enough before my mouth opens and stuff comes out. And I heard people say, "Where do you come up with that stuff?" I said, "Don't ask me, man. I open up my mouth and out come the words, right? I don't even know. It just comes out. Okay. I can go on for a long time, as you guys know. talkity, 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 talk. I might not say an awful lot, but I don't have any problem getting words coming out of my house. So my mouth. So the to go on with the video again, this is just extraordinary. Angelina is a talent like I've never seen before. Any age, any time, anywhere, any conditions, any whatever, it doesn't matter. And and then we have commenters that are Elvis fans or they're fans of other singers and such. That's okay. Be a fan of whoever you want to be a fan of, and be as high or low level of a fan as you want to be. It's okay. I don't. Hey, I'm no arbiter of what you should or shouldn't do. You do you. And I don't. I think Elvis is a great singer, great performer, great entertainer. He's all those things. Does he deserve the title King of Rock and Roll? Yeah, absolutely he does. He actually did usher rock and roll into the mainstream. Him. I don't know if there was anybody else really at that time that was you could say was responsible for that. It was Elvis. Elvis was the biggest name, the biggest draw, the biggest talent and entertainer and performer. And where Elvis went, so went everything else. Okay. And what that means is he was so much in demand that he brought rock and roll. He was rock and roll, essentially. That's what they consider him to be as a genre. And he brought that with him because that's what he did, right? He can't leave it home. So wherever he went, wherever he performed, interviews, whatever, concerts, whatever he did, he brought that with him. And what that did was it dragged, not that rock and roll didn't want to be mainstream, but it dragged uh, everybody and everything forward into rock and roll being part of the mainstream. That's the way I look at it. And I was there. I lived it. I lived through that era where that was all going on, where people were, some of the older folks back then would be interviewed and they'd say, rock and roll is evil. It's the devil's work, blah, 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 go on with all this stuff. And, there's racial overtones or overtures or whatever you want to call it and the whole thing. And, that was, it's just a whole different time in history. You fast forward to today, things are so much different, right? The stuff they got out there now that they call music, and the performances they do where they're half naked and all kinds of weird stuff going on. I mean, well, you got to really want attention to do that kind of stuff. To me, that fits in the category you sell your soul for some money and celebrity, right? And what does money and celebrity get you if that's all you want? Get you down a path that you probably don't want to go. Eventually, it's nice at the moment, but down the road you pay your dues. I look at Angelina, she's been paying her dues her whole life, but in the right way. Okay. She's humble. She's phil, she raises money for charity, philanthropist. And she seems like a really good person to me, and her mom has done a spectacular, and Grandma Mary have done a spectacular, and Uncle Mike, don't leave Uncle Mike out. And now Juliet too is along, on the Angelina train. And they've done such a great job, guiding and molding her and, raising her that she has such a strong character. And what it is it's solid as a rock. There's nothing there that's weird, unusual, odd, nothing like that. You know, it's what you might consider to be normal. I know that's a risky word to use nowadays, but she seems to have a solid character, and her nature is such. It's just so it's unbelievable. I mentioned this in a video not long ago that when Angelina walks onto a stage or onto a performance or when she's we see her in these videos even at home, she has this ease and she almost like glides across the floor with elegance, maybe confidence, maybe assuredness, maybe I don't really know what it is, but she doesn't show off an air of arrogance, you know, not that I've seen. When it comes to music, don't mess with her, man. She wants, things got to be the way she wants them. She is music. She wants it's got to be this way. We've seen her as the boss even at a young age where she's, yeah, that ain't right. We're not having it, right? And we saw it in Portsmouth. There was an issue there to start up on one of the songs, and that concert was not going forward now one note until that got fixed. Angelina made that very clear. She wasn't mean. She wasn't nasty. She wasn't yelling or screaming or throwing anything at you. Even none of that. She, but she said stop. And she wasn't going to have it go any further until it was fixed. And that's the art. That to me, that's the perfectionist right there. And that's what Angelina seems to always be. Is that's why she is who she is, I guess. Part of why she is who she is. So I'm going to quit rambling because I can do that forever. You guys know that, and I'll quit talking. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know the overlap part turned out a little better than I thought. So um, I'm just going to leave it that long. I don't usually leave it that long. I usually cut it up, but the song itself is quite short, so I didn't want to cut it up into too small pieces, and I don't think you get the full value of it. Myself, that's what I think. So let's leave it there. See you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. And sorry about my ramblings. Today was a talking day. I talked all day long. I got up at 6 in the morning. I don't think I've closed my mouth for more than 10 or 15 seconds at a time all day long. And it's, what is it? Almost midnight and I'm still talking. Hey, Steve, where do you find the words? Well, it's the same words over and over again. Those kind of things, right? We'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Thanks for watching. Have a good day, good night, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.